Do you ever find yourself in a conversation in English and suddenly your mind goes blank? You know the words, but you can't think of the right phrase fast enough. Don't worry. This happens to millions of English learners every single day. The truth is, you don't need complicated grammar or long sentences to sound fluent. What you really need are simple, natural phrases that people use all the time in daily life. In this video, you're going to learn 125 of the most useful English phrases for everyday conversations. These are the phrases native speakers use constantly, at work, at school, while shopping, traveling, and just chatting with friends. And the best part? You can start using them immediately, even if your English is very basic. Here's how this will work. I'll say each phrase clearly, then I'll give you an example sentence so you know exactly how to use it. You can repeat after me to practice. By the end of this lesson, you'll have a powerful toolkit of ready-to-use English expressions that will make your conversations smoother, easier, and much more natural. So, are you ready? Let's begin with the very first category, greetings and introductions. When you start a conversation in English, the first impression matters. The words you choose at the beginning set the tone for the whole interaction. That's why greetings and introductions are so important. In this section, we're going to look at 25 essential English phrases that you can use to greet people, introduce yourself, and start conversations naturally. Along the way, I'll explain the meaning, give you example sentences, show you short dialogues, and share cultural tips to help you sound natural. Hi, how are you? This is the most common English greeting. It's polite and works in almost every situation. The answer doesn't have to be long. You can simply say, I'm fine, thanks. How about you? Dialogue. A. Hi, how are you? B. I'm good, thanks. How are you? A. I'm doing well. 2. What's up? This is a casual greeting used mostly with friends. It doesn't mean you need to give a detailed answer. The typical response is not much, all, good, or even just hey. Dialogue. A. Hey, what's up? B. Not much, just watching TV. You? A. Same here. 3. How's it going? This is another informal version of how are you, and very common in the US. It's friendly and easy. Example. Hi, Sarah. How's it going? Pretty good. Thanks. Nice to meet you. Use this when you meet someone for the first time. It's polite and friendly. Example. Hello. Nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you. So, good morning. Use this before noon. It's polite in both professional and casual settings. Example. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Good afternoon. Use it after noon and before evening. Example. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the meeting. Good evening. Use this after the sun goes down, often in more formal contexts. Example. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Long time no see. Say this when you meet someone you haven't seen in a while. It shows warmth. Dialogue. A. Long time no see. B. I know it's been years. How have you been? Ein. How have you been? This is perfect to ask about someone's life since you last met. Example. It's been months. How have you been? 10. What's new? A way to ask for updates in someone's life. Example. Hi, Anna. What's new with you these days? 11. Good to see you. This phrase shows warmth when you meet someone again. Example. It's good to see you again after so long. Chives. How's everything? This is another way to check in on someone's life. Example. Hey, how's everything at work? 13. How's your day going? A specific, caring question. Example. Hi, Mark. How's your day going so far? 14. How's life? Casual, used with friends. Example: Hey Jake, how's life these days? 15. Pleased to meet you. This is polite and slightly formal. Example: Hello, I'm James. Pleased to meet you. 16. It's a pleasure to meet you. Even more formal than the previous phrase. Great for professional introductions. Example: Good evening, it's a pleasure to meet you. 17. Allow me to introduce myself. This is a formal phrase for professional environments. Example: Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Maria, the new project manager. 18. This is my friend. Used when introducing another person. Example: This is my friend Alex. We've known each other since college. Can I introduce you to... Another polite way to connect people. Example: Can I introduce you to my colleague Daniel? 20. We've spoken on the phone. Good. To use when you finally meet someone face to face. Example: Hello, we've spoken on the phone before. We've emailed before. Similar to the previous one, but for email contact. Example: Hi, I think we've emailed before. 22. Do you know each other? Used when you're introducing two people. Example: Oh, do you know each other already? 3. I don't think we've met. This is a polite opener for a new introduction. Example: Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Michael, 24. Let's keep in touch. A phrase you use when saying goodbye and showing interest in continuing contact. Example: It was great meeting you. Let's keep in touch. 25. See you around. A casual way to end the ESI's meeting. Example: Okay, see you around. Cultural notes. In American English, greetings are often short and casual. For example, when someone says, "How are you?" they don't always expect a detailed answer. A simple, "Good, thanks," is usually enough. But in professional settings, greetings like "Good morning" and "Pleased to meet you" are considered more polite. Practice exercise. Try repeating 5 of these greetings out loud right now. For example: Hi, how are you? What's up? Good to see you. I don't think we've met. Let's keep in touch. Then practice with a friend or even in front of a mirror. Imagine real-life scenarios: meeting a colleague, saying hello to a neighbor, or talking to a classmate. Recap: we've just covered 25 phrases for greetings and introductions. These expressions are powerful because they break the ice and open the door for conversation. Mastering them will help you feel more confident whenever you meet someone new, whether in a professional setting, at school, or just in everyday life. Now that you know how to greet people, let's move on to the next important skill: making small talk. The short, friendly conversations that help you connect with others. Small talk is the art of having short, friendly conversations about everyday topics. It may seem simple, but it's an important social skill in English-speaking countries, especially in the US. People often use small talk to break the ice, pass the time, or connect with others in casual settings. Let's go through 15 useful phrases that will make your small talk sound natural. Nice weather, isn't it? Talking about the weather is one of the most common ways to start small talk. It's safe, easy, and works with strangers. Dialogue. Nice weather, isn't it? B. Yes, it's beautiful today. Much better than yesterday. 2. Did you catch the game last night? Sports are a popular topic in casual conversations. Even if the person didn't watch, it shows interest. Example: Hey, did you catch the game last night? No, I missed it. Who won? 3. How was your weekend? This is common on Mondays at work or school. It's friendly and shows you care. Dialogue. A. How was your weekend? B. Pretty good. I went to the park with my family. A. That sounds nice. B. Got any plans for the weekend? another phrase to keep the conversation light and future-focused. Example, got any plans for the weekend? Yeah, I'm going to visit my parents. Did you see that movie? Entertainment is a great small talk topic. Example, did you see that new Marvel movie? Not yet, but I want to. Why? How's work going? This is common when chatting with colleagues or acquaintances. Example, how's work going? Busy but good. How's school? For students or people with kids, this is an easy conversation starter. Example, how's school? It's going well. Lots of homework, though. So, have you been busy lately? A friendly question that often leads to sharing about life or work. Dialogue. A, have you been busy lately? B, yes, work has been crazy. A, I know the feeling. 9. That's interesting. Use this to show engagement and keep the other person talking. Example, I started learning guitar. That's interesting. How long have you been practicing? 10. I love your shirt, bag, shoes. Compliments are a great way to connect. Just keep them simple and genuine. Example, I love your shoes. Thanks, I just got them yesterday. This place has great coffee. Commenting on the environment around you is an easy way to start talking. Example, this cafe has great coffee. Yeah, I come here all the time. 12. How do you usually spend your free time? A friendly, open-ended question that helps you get to know someone better. Example, how do you usually spend your free time? I like reading and going for walks. 3. I can't believe how fast time flies. A natural comment about life or seasons. Example, can you believe it's already September? Time really flies. 14. That reminds me of, use this phrase to connect the conversation to your own experience. Example, I went hiking last weekend. That reminds me of when I went camping last summer. 15. Anyway, what about you? This is perfect for keeping the balance in conversation. It shows interest in the other person. Dialogue. A, I just started a new job. B, that's great. Anyway, what about you? A, I'm still studying, but I'm almost done. Cultural notes in the U.S. Small talk is often used to be polite, not necessarily to share personal information. For example, when someone asks, how was your weekend? You don't need to give every detail. Just a short, friendly answer is enough. Also, notice that small talk topics are usually safe ones, whether sports, movies, work, school, or hobbies. People usually avoid sensitive topics like politics or money in casual conversations. Practice exercise, pick 3 of these small talk phrases and practice them in a role play. For example, nice weather, isn't it? Did you catch the game last night? How was your weekend? Say them out loud, then imagine the answers. This practice will make the phrases come naturally when you meet people. Recap small talk might feel unimportant, but it helps you build connections and sound more natural in English. With these 15 phrases, you can start conversations easily. Keep them going and avoid awkward silences. Now that you know how to start small conversations, let's move on to the next section. Phrases for work and school, which will help you in more professional or academic situations. English is not only for casual conversations, it's also the language of business, school, and international communication. Whether you're talking to a colleague, a manager, a classmate, or a teacher, knowing the right phrases will help you sound professional, polite, and confident. Here are 15 useful phrases for work and school, with examples, dialogues, and practice tips. Could you please repeat that? This phrase is polite and professional when you didn't hear something clearly. Example, sorry, could you please? Repeat that? The connection wasn't clear. Can you explain that a little more? A polite way to ask for clarification. Dialogue. A. We'll need to adjust the budget. B. Can you explain that a little more? Do you mean reduce the costs? I'll look into it. This means you'll investigate or check something. Example. I'll look into the report and get back to you. But let's schedule a meeting, a common phrase for professional environments. Example. Let's schedule a meeting to discuss the project details. 5. Can we reschedule? Useful when you can't attend a meeting at the planned time. Dialogue. A. Can we meet tomorrow at 3? B. Sorry, I have a conflict. Can we reschedule? 6. I'll keep you updated. Use this when you want. To promise regular updates. Example. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated on our progress. Set. That sounds like a good idea. A polite way to agree with someone's suggestion. Example. Why don't we try a new method? That. Sounds like a good idea. 8. I see what you mean. This phrase shows understanding. It's softer than simply saying, I understand. Dialogue. A. This plan might be too expensive. B. I see what you mean. Let's try a cheaper option. Let's take a break. Simple but important. Works in meetings, study. Sessions or classes. Example. We've been working for 2 hours. Let's take a break. 10. I have a question. Clear and polite way to interrupt in class or a meeting. Example. Excuse me, I have a question about the homework. 11. Could you give me some feedback? This shows you're open to improvement. Dialogue. A. Here's my presentation draft. B. Sure. Could you give me some feedback after reading it? 12. Sorry, I'm running late. Polite way. To say you won't arrive on time. Example. Sorry, I'm running late. I'll be there in 10 minutes. 13. I appreciate your help. A formal way to say thank you. Works in both school and work. Example. I really appreciate your help with this project. Fine. Could you please send me the details? Polite request for more information. Example. Could you please send me the details by email? 15. Let's work together on this. Encourages teamwork and collaboration. Dialogue. A. This project is too big for one person. B. You're right. Let's work together on this. Cultural notes in American workplaces and schools, being polite but direct is important. People value clear communication. For example, instead of saying, I don't understand, it's softer to say, can you explain that a little more? Also, saying thank you often is considered good manners. Phrases like, I appreciate your help, or thanks. For your time, make a strong impression. Practice exercise. Here's a short role play to try. Scenario, at work A. Let's schedule a meeting for tomorrow. B. Sorry, I'm running late with another project. Can we reschedule? A. No problem. How about Thursday instead? B. That sounds like a good idea. I'll keep you updated. Scenario. At school. Excuse me, I have a question. About the homework. B. Sure, what's your question? A. Could you explain number 5 a little more? B. Of course, it's easier than it looks. Recap in this section, you learned 15 key phrases for work and school. These phrases help you stay polite, professional, and clear in formal situations. Remember, communication at work or school doesn't have to be complicated. Short and polite sentences are usually best. Now that you know how to handle school and professional conversations, let's move to the next part. Daily life phrases for shopping, restaurants, and transportation. English is everywhere in daily life, from buying groceries to eating at a restaurant to taking a bus or taxi. If you don't know the right phrases, these situations can feel stressful. But once you learn the most common daily expressions, everything becomes much easier. Let's go through 20 practical phrases you'll use again and again. Shopping phrases 1. How much does this cost? The most basic shopping phrase, always useful in stores, markets, or malls. Example. Excuse me, how much does this cost? It's $25 too. Do you have this in a different size? Perfect for clothes or shoes. Dialogue. A. Do you have this in a different size? B. Yes, what size are you looking for? 3. Can I try this on? Use this when you want to test clothing before buying. Example. Can I try this on, please? I'm just looking. Thanks. Polite response when a shop assistant offers help, but you're browsing. Example. Can I help you with something? No, I'm just looking. Thanks. 5. Do you accept credit cards? Important for payment. Example. Do you accept credit cards? Yes, all major cards. Restaurant phrases 6. Can I see the menu, please? Always the first step in a restaurant. Example. Can I see the menu, please? Of course, here you go. I'd like to order. The most standard way to ask for food. Example. I'd like to order the chicken salad. Can I get this without? Useful if you have allergies or preferences. Dialogue. A. Can I get this without onions, please? B. Of course. No problem. 9. Could we have the check, please? In the U.S., check means bill. Example. Could we have the check, please? 10. That was delicious. Nice compliment after finishing your meal. Example. That was delicious. Compliments to the chef. Transportation phrases 11. Where is the nearest bus stop? Common question when traveling around a city. Example. Excuse me, where is the nearest bus stop? Just around the corner. 12. How much is a ticket? Use this when paying for buses, trains, or subways. Example. How much is a ticket to downtown? 2y75. 13. Does this train go to? Important when you're not sure of the direction. Dialogue. A. Excuse me, does this train go to Times Square? B. Yes, it does. You're on the right one. 14. I'd like a taxi, please. Standard phrase when calling for or asking about taxis. Example. I'd like a taxi, please. 15. Can you take me to? Useful once you're inside the taxi. Example. Can you take me to the airport, please? Everyday errands. Phrases 16. Where can I find item? Great in supermarkets or stores. Example. Where can I find the milk? It's in aisle 3. 17. Excuse me, do you know? Polite way to ask for directions or information. Example. Excuse me, do you know where the pharmacy is? 18. Could you help me, please? Universal polite request for assistance. Example. Could you help me, please? I can't reach the top shelf. 19. What time do you close? Useful for shops, restaurants, or services. Example. What time do you close? We close at 9 p.m. 20. I'm looking for. Another polite phrase for asking about items or services. Example. I'm looking for a book about American history. Cultural notes in the U.S. Politeness. Matters a lot in daily life. Phrases like please, thank you, and excuse me are not optional. They're expected. For example, when calling a waiter, don't just say check. It's better to say, could we have the check, please? Similarly, when shopping, if you don't want help, it's polite to say, I'm just looking, thanks, instead of ignoring the salesperson. Also, tips are an important cultural rule in American restaurants. After saying, that was delicious, you're also expected to leave a tip, usually 15–20% of the bill. Practice exercise. Let's practice with a quick role play. Shopping scenario A. Excuse me, how much does this cost? B, it's $30. A, do you have this in a different size? B, yes, we do. Medium or large? Restaurant scenario. A, can I see the menu, please? B, of course. Would you like something to drink first? A, yes, I'd like a lemonade, and I'll order the pasta. Transportation scenario. A, excuse me, does this bus go downtown? B, no, you need to take the number 10 bus. A, thanks, where is the stop? B, it's across the street. Recap in this section, you learned 20 daily life phrases for shopping, eating out, using transportation, and running errands. With these expressions, you'll be able to survive and succeed in everyday situations in the U.S. Now that you're confident in daily life conversations, let's move to the next section, travel phrases, the ones you'll need at airports, hotels, and when exploring new cities. Traveling in English-speaking countries can feel exciting, but also stressful if you don't know the right words. At the airport, hotel, or even just taking a taxi, a few simple phrases can make your journey smooth and stress-free. In this section, you'll learn 20 powerful English travel phrases that will help you from the moment you check in at the airport until you arrive at your destination. At the airport 1, where is the check-in counter? Essential for finding where to check in your luggage. Example. Excuse me, where is the check-in counter for American Airlines? Sue. I'd like to check in, please. Polite and clear when handing over your ticket and passport. Dialogue. A, good morning. B, good morning, I'd like to check in, please. 3, could you help me with my luggage? Use this with staff or helpers at the airport. Example. Could you help me with my luggage? It's very heavy. 4, where is the boarding gate? Always useful when you're ready to board. Example. Excuse me, where is the boarding gate for Flight 210? 5, what time does the flight leave? Important when you're unsure. About timing. Example. What time does the flight to Chicago leave? At the Hotel 6. I have a reservation. The first phrase you'll use at hotel reception. Dialogue. A, welcome to the Hilton. How can I help you? B, I have a reservation under Smith. 7, could I see the room first? Helpful if you want to check the room before agreeing. Example. Could I see the room first, please? 8, is breakfast included? A very common question when booking or checking in. Example. Is breakfast included with this room? 9, can I have a wake-up call? Useful if you need to wake up at a specific time. Example. Can I have a wake-up call at 6:30 a.m., please? 10, I'd like to check out. The phrase to use when leaving the hotel. Example. Good morning. I'd like to check out, please. Transportation 11. Where can I get a taxi? Common when arriving at an airport or busy city. Example. Where can I get a taxi around here? 12. How much is the fare? Important to avoid surprises. Example. How much is the fare to the airport? 13. Could you take me to this address? Show the driver the address while saying this phrase. Example. Could you take me to this address, please? 14. How long will it take to get there? Useful when you're in a hurry. Dialogue. A, could you take me downtown? B, sure. How long will it take to get there? A, about 20 minutes. 15. Can I pay by card? Important. For modern travel, especially in the U.S. Example, can I pay by card or is it cash only? General Travel 16. Where is the Tourist Information Center? Useful for finding maps, guides, or local tips. Example, where is the tourist? Information center in the city? 17. Could you recommend a good restaurant nearby? Polite way to ask locals for suggestions. Example, could you recommend a good restaurant nearby? 18. Do you have free Wi-Fi? In hotels, cafes, or airports, this is a very common question. Example, excuse me, do you have free Wi-Fi here? 19. What's the best way to get to? Great for asking directions with flexibility. Example, what's the best way to get to Central Park from here? 20. Can you show me on the map? Polite and practical when someone gives you directions. Example, can you show me on the map, please? Cultural notes in the U.S. Service workers, taxi drivers, hotel staff, waiters expect politeness. Always add please and thank you. For example, could you take me to the airport, please? Sounds much nicer than just airport. Also, tipping is important in taxis and hotels. In America, it's normal to tip taxi drivers around 10–15% of the fare, and hotel staff a few dollars for help with luggage. Practice exercise at the airport. A. Excuse me, where is the check-in counter? B. It's right over there, near gate 4. A. Thanks. I'd like to check in, please. At the hotel. A. Good evening. I have a reservation under Davis. B. Welcome, Mr. Davis. Is breakfast included? A. Yes, it is. Also, can I have a wake-up call tomorrow at 6? In a taxi. A. Where can I get a taxi? B. There's a stand outside the station. A. Great. Could you take me to this address, please? Recap: in this section, you learned 20 essential travel and transportation phrases. From airports to hotels to taxis, these expressions will help you move around confidently in any English-speaking country. The key is to stay polite, clear, and calm. With these phrases, you'll always be understood. Making friends in English isn't just about vocabulary. It's about sounding natural, polite, and friendly. In the U.S., people value openness, positivity, and a willingness to connect. With the right phrases, you can start conversations easily, keep them going, and leave a good impression. In this section, you'll learn 20 powerful phrases that help you connect with others in any social setting. Starting conversations. Hi, how's it going? This is a very common casual greeting in the U.S., more relaxed than, how are you? Example, A. Hi, how's it going? B. Pretty good, thanks. How about you? Chaku. What do you do? A polite way to ask about someone's job or studies. Example, so, what do you do? I'm a teacher. 3. Where are you from? Great for international conversations. Example, where are you from? I'm from Brazil. Do you come here often? Useful in casual spots like cafes, gyms, or events. Example, this coffee shop is nice. Do you come here often? That's interesting. Shows you're listening and engaged. Dialogue. A. I work in graphic design. B. That's interesting. How did you get into that? Building connections. What do you like to do in your free time? Classic small talk question that helps find common interests. Example, what do you like to do in your free time? I love hiking. Fs. Have you seen any good movies lately? A friendly modern conversation starter. Example, have you seen any good movies lately? Yes, I watched Oppenheimer. That sounds fun. Encouraging response that keeps the conversation positive. Example, A. I went to a music festival last weekend. B. That sounds fun. We should hang out sometime. Direct but friendly suggestion for future plans. Example, you like basketball too? We should hang out sometime. 10. Do you want to grab a coffee? Simple, casual invitation to spend more time together. Example, do you want to grab a coffee after class? Deepening conversations. 11. How do you usually spend your weekends? Good way to learn about someone's lifestyle. Example. How do you usually spend your weekends? Mostly relaxing with family. Cha. That reminds me of connects their story to your own, making the conversation flow naturally. Example. I went to New York last year. That reminds me of when I visited Chicago. Brain. I know what you mean. Shows empathy and understanding. Example. A. Work has been so stressful. B. Yeah, I know what you mean. 14. No way, really? An excited reaction that shows genuine interest. Example. A. I met a celebrity once. B. No way, really? 15. I'd love to hear more about that. Encourages the person to share their story in detail. Example. You traveled through Europe? I'd love to hear more about that. Keeping friendships. Alive 16. It was great talking to you. A polite way to end a conversation while leaving a good impression. Example. It was great talking to you. Let's chat again soon. 17. Do you use Instagram, WhatsApp? Modern way of staying in touch. Example. Do you use Instagram? I'll follow you. 18. Let's keep in touch. A warm phrase for ongoing friendship. Example. I'm moving soon, but let's keep in touch. 19. Text me anytime. Shows openness to communication. Example. Here's my number. Text me anytime. 20. Hope to see you again soon. Friendly phrase to close a meeting. Example. It was nice meeting you. Hope to see you again soon. Cultural notes in the U.S. People often start conversations with small talk. Topics like weather, sports, movies, or weekend plans. It's less common to ask very personal questions right away. Smiling, using positive phrases like, that's interesting, and showing enthusiasm help you make friends faster. Also, invitations like, we should hang out sometime are common, but sometimes they are casual, not always a firm commitment. Practice exercise starting conversation. Hi, how's it going? B. Good, thanks. What about you? A. You're pretty good, so what do you do? Building connection. I like playing guitar in my free time. B. That's interesting. I play drums. We should hang out sometime. Closing conversation. It was great talking to you. B. Yeah, let's keep in touch. Do you use WhatsApp? A. Sure, I'll text you anytime. Recaps. This section, you learned 20 phrases for socializing and making friends, from starting conversations to keeping them alive. These expressions will help you sound friendly, open, and confident. Remember, the secret to making friends in English isn't perfect grammar. It's showing interest, smiling, and using these natural phrases. English at work can feel intimidating, especially in meetings or professional emails. But you don't need advanced vocabulary to sound professional. What you need are polite, clear, and natural business phrases that people in the U.S. use every day. In this section, you'll learn 25 powerful phrases for the workplace, from introductions and meetings to emails and problem solving. Workplace introductions. Nice to meet you. Essential for professional first meetings. Example. Hello, I'm Sarah from marketing. Nice to meet you. Sla. I work in department. Simple way to explain your role. Example. I work in human resources. I'm responsible for. Shows your area of responsibility. Example. I'm responsible for customer support. Why? Could you tell me about your role? Great way to show interest in a colleague. Example. Could you tell me about your role at the company? 5. It's a pleasure working with you. Polite phrase when starting collaboration. Example. It's a pleasure working with you on this project. Meeting 6. Let's get started. Clear way to begin a meeting. Example. Okay. Everyone's here. Let's get started. 7. can I add something? Polite way to join the discussion. Dialogue. A. We need to improve sales. B. Can I add something? We should focus on online ads. 8. I see your point. Acknowledges another person's opinion. Example. I see your point, but we should also consider the budget. Let's stay on topic. Useful when discussions go off track. Example. That's interesting, but let's stay on topic. 10. Can we take a short break? Common in longer meetings. Example. Can we take a short break after this agenda point? Email and communication 11. I hope this email finds you well. Polite way to start a professional email. 2. I'm writing to inform you. Direct and professional opening. Example. I'm writing to inform you about the schedule. Change. 13. Please find attached. When sending documents by email. Example. Please find attached the monthly report. Tied. Let me know if you have any questions. Friendly way to close an email. Example. Let me know if you have any questions about the proposal. But, looking forward to your reply. Polite and professional closing. Example. Looking forward to your reply. Best regards, John. Daily office interactions. 16. Could you give me a hand with this? Polite way to ask for help. Example. Could you give me a hand with this report? 17. Do you have a minute? Common way to ask for quick attention. Example. Do you have a minute to review this? 18. I'll get back to you. Used. When you need time before answering. Example. I'm not sure right now, but I'll get back to you. Teen. I'll keep you posted. Promise to share updates. Example. I'll keep you posted about the project status. 20. Let's touch base later. Means to connect briefly in the future. Example. Let's touch base later this week. Problem solving and negotiation 21. Let's find a solution. Keeps discussions positive. Example. We've had some delays, but let's find a solution. 22. How about we compromise? Used to settle disagreements. Example. How about we compromise and extend the deadline by 1 week? 23. That's not possible at the moment. Polite way to refuse. Example. I'm sorry, but that's not possible at the moment. Pray for. I understand your concern. Shows empathy and professionalism. Example. I understand your concern. About the budget. 25. Let's move forward. Phrase to end discussions and take action. Example. We've discussed all options. Let's move forward. Cultural notes in U.S. business culture. Politeness. Pause clarity are key. Colleagues often use short, polite phrases instead of long explanations. For example, I'll get back to you is often preferred over I'll reply later when I have more information. Also, meetings usually follow a clear agenda, and email etiquette is important. Always include greetings and sign-offs. Practice exercise meeting roleplay. A. Okay, everyone's here. Let's get started. B. I see your point, but can I add something? A. Sure, go ahead. Email closing. I've attached the file for review. Let me know if you have any questions. Looking forward to your reply. Office chat A. Do you have a minute? B. Yes, what's up? A. Could you give me a hand with this report? Recap in this section, you learned 25 business English phrases for meetings, emails, and daily office life. These will help you sound professional, confident, and polite in any work environment. Shopping and eating out are two of the most common situations where you need English. Whether you're at the grocery store, in a clothing shop, or ordering dinner at a restaurant, knowing the right phrases makes the experience smooth and stress-free. In this section, we'll go through 20 essential phrases you can use when shopping and dining in the U.S. shopping phrases. How much is this? The most basic and essential shopping question. Example. Excuse me, how much is this? Jacket? 2. Do you have this in a different size color? Useful when looking for clothing. Example. I like this shirt. Do you have it in medium? 3. Can I try this on? Asked when you want to use a fitting room. Example. Can I try this on before buying? 4. Do you have this in stock? Helpful if you don't see the item. Example. Do you have this phone case in stock? 5. I'll take it. Simple phrase when deciding to buy. Example. I'll take it, thanks. 6. Can I pay by card? In the US, most people use debit or credit cards. Example. Can I pay by card, or is it cash only? 7. Can I have a receipt, please? Always useful for returns or records. Example. Can I have a receipt, please? Is there a discount on this? Common when shopping during sales. Example. Is there a discount on this item? Verstromide. Where is the checkout? To find the cashier. Example. Excuse me, where is the checkout? 10. Can I return this if it doesn't fit? Important for clothing or electronics. Example. Can I return this if it doesn't fit? Dining out phrases 11. Table for 2, please. Standard way to ask for seating. Example. Hi, table for 2, please. 2. Can I see the menu? If the menu isn't given automatically. Example. Can I see the menu, please? What do you recommend? Polite way to ask the server for suggestions. Example. What do you recommend here? 14. I'd like the dish. Clear way to order. Example. I'd like the grilled chicken, please. 15. Can I have this without ingredient? Useful for dietary restrictions. Example. Can I have this without cheese? 16. Could we have some water, please? Simple request at any meal. Example. Could we have some water, please? 17. Can I get the check, please? The U.S. word is check, not bill. Example. Can I get the check, please? 18. Do you take credit cards? Important before paying. Example. Do you take credit cards? 19. Everything was delicious. Polite compliment for good service. Example. Everything was delicious, thank you. Could we split the check? Very common in the U.S. when dining with friends. Example. Could we split the check? Please? Cultural notes in U.S. shopping culture. Prices are usually fixed, so bargaining is rare, except at markets or secondhand shops. Sales tax is added at checkout, so the final price is slightly higher than the tag. In U.S. dining culture, tipping is expected. 15 to 20% of the bill is standard. Servers often check in by asking, "How's everything?" A polite way to make sure you're happy. Sharing dishes is common in casual dining, but always ask politely, "Do you want to share this appetizer?" Practice exercise shopping dialogue. A. Excuse me, how much is this sweater? B. It's $40. A. Do you have it in large? B. Yes, here you go. A. Great, I'll take it. Can I pay by card? Restaurant dialogue. A. Hi, table for 2, please. B. Of course, this way. A. What do you recommend? B. The pasta is very popular. A. Okay, I'd like the pasta, please. B. Would you like something to drink? A. Yes, could we have some water? Closing conversation. A. Can I get the check, please? B. Of course. Do you want to split it? A. Yes, could we split the check? Recap in this section. You learned 20 essential phrases for shopping and dining out, from asking about prices to ordering food and paying the bill. Mastering these expressions will make everyday life in the U.S. much easier and more enjoyable. Traveling is exciting, but it can also be stressful if you don't know the right words. Whether you're at the airport, getting a taxi, or taking public transportation, English phrases will help you feel more confident and avoid mistakes. In this section, we'll go through 15 essential travel phrases used in the U.S. at the airport. 1. Where is the check-in counter? Used when you need to drop off luggage. Example: excuse me, where is the check-in counter for Delta? Airlines? 2. I'd like to check in, please. Polite way to begin the process. Example: I'd like to check in for Flight 245 to New York. 3. Could I have an aisle window seat? Common seat preference request. Example: Could I have a window seat, please? What gate is my flight at? Important to avoid missing your plane. Example: Excuse me, what gate is flight 45 at 5? Where is baggage claim? Asked after arrival to find your luggage. Example: Where is baggage claim for international flights? Taxis and ride-sharing. 6. Can you take me to place? The most direct way to tell a taxi driver your destination. Example: Can you take me to Times Square, please? 7. How long will it take to get there? Helpful to plan your time. Example: How long will it take to get to the airport? Can you drop me off here? Phrase for when you want to stop early. Example: Can you drop me off at the corner? Juice. Could you please wait here? If you need the driver to stay for a few minutes. Example: Could you please wait here while I grab something? 10. Do I pay here or in the app? Common with Uber, Lyft. Example: Do I pay here or in the app? Public transportation. 11. Which bus train goes to place? Essential for finding the right route. Example: Which bus goes to downtown? 12. Where is the nearest subway station? Common in big U.S. cities like New York. Example: Excuse me, where is the nearest subway station? 13. How much is a ticket? To ask about fare. Example: How much is a ticket to Boston? 14. Is this seat taken? Polite way to sit next to someone. Example: Excuse me, is this seat taken? 15. Could you tell me when we get to stop? Helpful when you're unsure where to get off. Example: Could you tell me when we get to Main Street? Cultural notes in the U.S. Ride-sharing apps like Uber and Lyft are very popular. Instead of saying taxi, people often say, I'll call an Uber. Public transport varies by city. New York City has 24/7 subways, while many smaller U.S. cities rely more on buses and cars. At airports, U.S. security is strict. Always have your passport and boarding pass ready. TSA officers may ask questions like, Where are you flying today? Or, Did you pack your own bag? Practice dialogues. Airport dialogue. A. Excuse me, where is the check-in counter? B. It's over there by gate C. A. Thanks. Could I have an aisle seat, please? B. Of course, here's your boarding pass. Taxi dialogue. A. Can you take me to the airport, please? B. Sure, it'll take about 30 minutes. A. Great, can you drop me off at Terminal 3? Bus dialogue. A. Excuse me, which bus goes to downtown? B. You need bus number 10. A. Thanks. Could you tell me when we get to Main Street? Recap: in this section, you learned 15 essential travel phrases for airports, taxis, and public transportation. These will help you feel confident and independent while traveling in the U.S. Emergencies can be stressful, especially in a foreign country. Knowing the right English phrases could save time and even save lives. In the U.S., people often need English at the doctor's office, the pharmacy, or when calling emergency services. Here are 15 essential emergency and health phrases every English learner should know. Emergency situations. 1. Call 911. In the U.S., 911 is the emergency number for police, fire, or medical help. Example: Someone's hurt, call 911. 2. I need help. A simple but powerful phrase. Example: Excuse me, I need help. My friend collapsed. Chat. Where is the nearest hospital? Important if you don't know the area. Example. Where is the nearest hospital? I've lost my passport. Useful for travelers. Example. I've lost my passport. Can you help me contact the embassy? Eyes. Can you help me, please? General polite request when in need. Example. Can you help me, please? My bag was stolen. At the doctor's office, 6. I'd like to make an appointment. Common way to start. Example. I'd like to make an appointment with the doctor. I don't feel well. A general phrase to describe being sick. Example. I don't feel well. I think I have a fever. I have a headache, our stomach ache, our fever. Specific ways to explain symptoms. Example. I have a stomach ache. How long will it take to recover? Good question for understanding treatment. Example. How long will it take to recover from this flu? 10. Do I need a prescription? Important to ask before going to a pharmacy. Example. Do I need a prescription for this medicine? At the pharmacy, 11. I'm looking for painkillers. Clear way to ask for common medicine. Example. I'm looking for painkillers for a headache. Do you have something for allergies? Useful for seasonal issues. Example. Do you have something for allergies? 13. How often should I take this? Key safety phrase. Example. How often should I take this medicine? 14. Are there any side effects? Important when taking new medication. Example. Are there any side effects with this pill? 15. Can I buy this without a prescription? Helps you know if you need a doctor's approval. Example. Can I buy this without a prescription? Cultural notes. In the U.S., 911 is only for emergencies. If it's not urgent, people go to urgent care clinics or make an appointment with a doctor. Pharmacies like CVS and Walgreens often stay open 24/7 in big cities. You can buy both prescription and non-prescription medicine. It's normal for doctors and pharmacists to explain medicine clearly, so don't be afraid to ask, could you explain that again? Practice dialogues. Emergency dialogue. A. Help. My friend fainted. B. Call 911 immediately. A. Yes, I'm calling now. Doctor's office. Dialogue. A. I'd like to make an appointment, please. B. Sure. What's the problem? A. I don't feel well. I have a fever. B. The doctor will see you at 3 p.m. Pharmacy dialogue. A. I'm looking for something for a headache. B. Here are some painkillers. A. How often should I take this? B. 1 tablet every 6 hours. Recap. In this section, you learned 15 critical phrases for emergencies and health situations. These will help you if you ever need medical attention, have to call 911, or visit a pharmacy in the U.S. Great job today. You just learned 125 everyday English phrases you can use right away. Quick recap of what we covered. 1. Greetings and introductions. Start conversations confidently. 2. Small talk. Keep chats friendly and natural. 3. Work and school. Sound clear and professional. 4. Daily life. Shopping, restaurants, transportation. Handle common tasks smoothly. 5. Feelings and opinions. Express yourself respectfully. 6. Agreeing and disagreeing. Share your view without conflict. 7. Socializing. Make plans and connect with people. 8. Problem solving and help. Ask, clarify, and resolve issues. 9. Travel and directions. Move around with confidence. Remember, fluency grows through small, steady practice. Pick 10 phrases you love today. Say them out loud, write 2 example sentences for each, and use at least 3 in a real conversation within 24 hours. Rewatch any section when you need a refresher. Shadow the lines with captions and record yourself to check pronunciation. If this lesson helped, like the video, subscribe to Roy English Talk, and turn on the bell so you don't miss new lessons. Comment which 3 phrases you'll use today and where you'll use them: home, work, school, or with friends. Share this video with someone who's learning English too. You're building real-world English, one phrase at a time. Keep going, you've got this.